Did you know there's a planet where it literally rains molten iron? Or that sharks are older than trees? Stick around, because these 28 mind-blowing facts will change the way you see the world. There's a planet where it rains molten iron. Loisp 76 bits, a distant exoplanet, has temperatures so high that iron vaporizes during the day. At night, the vapor cools and condenses, creating iron rain. The planet's extreme heat and winds make it one of the most hostile environments ever discovered. Sharks are older than trees. Sharks have existed for over 400 million years, while the first trees appeared around 350 million years ago. That means sharks were swimming in Earth's oceans long before trees even existed on land. They have survived 5 mass extinctions and continue to thrive today. The entire human population could fit in Los Angeles. If every person on Earth stood shoulder to shoulder, they could all fit within the 500 square miles of Los Angeles. This fact highlights how much empty space exists across the planet. Despite this, overcrowding remains a major concern in many cities. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from 2 miles away. The heart of a blue whale weighs about 400 pounds and beats so powerfully that its sound can be detected from miles away. During deep dives, the whale's heartbeat slows to conserve oxygen. This massive creature relies on an efficient circulatory system to sustain its size. The Sahara Desert was once a lush, green paradise. About 6,000 years ago, the Sahara Desert was filled with lakes, rivers, and vegetation. Climate shifts transformed it into the dry, barren landscape we see today. Fossil evidence shows that early humans, elephants, and even hippos once thrived in the region. The human body glows in the dark. Scientists have discovered that the human body emits a faint glow due to metabolic reactions. This bioluminescence is about 1,000 times weaker than the human eye can see. Special cameras can capture this invisible light, which peaks in the afternoon and fades at night. Some turtles can breathe through their rear ends. Certain species of turtles, like the Australian Fitzroy River turtle, can absorb oxygen through their cloaca. This adaptation allows them to stay underwater for extended periods. It helps them survive in cold water when traditional breathing isn't an option. A day on Mercury lasts longer than its year. Mercury rotates so slowly that one full day on the planet lasts about 176 Earth days. However, it completes an orbit around the Sun in just 88 days. This strange timing creates long periods of daylight and darkness on its surface. There are more fake flamingos in the world than real ones. Plastic lawn flamingos outnumber actual flamingos by a significant margin. The real birds are found in tropical regions and face habitat loss due to climate change. Meanwhile, the artificial ones remain a popular decoration worldwide. 1 teaspoon of a neutron star weighs as much as Mount Everest. Neutron stars are the remnants of massive stars that have collapsed under their own gravity. Their material is so densely packed that a single teaspoon could weigh billions of tons. This makes them some of the most extreme objects in the universe. The hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth was in Death Valley. In 1913, Death Valley, California, recorded a temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius. It remains the highest temperature ever measured on Earth. The region's extreme heat is due to its low elevation and dry air. Water can boil and freeze at the same time. At a specific pressure known as the triple point, water can exist as a solid, liquid, and gas simultaneously. This phenomenon occurs in laboratory conditions and helps scientists to find temperature scales. It's one of the strangest behaviors of water. The shortest war in history lasted just 38 minutes. The Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 holds the record for the shortest war ever fought. It started when the Sultan of Zanzibar refused to step down, and the British launched an attack. The war ended quickly when the Sultan surrendered. The Sun makes up 99.8% of the mass in our solar system. Despite the existence of planets, moons, and asteroids, the Sun accounts for nearly all of the solar system's total mass. Jupiter, the largest planet, holds most of the remaining 0.2%. This dominance explains why the Sun's gravity keeps everything in orbit. A cockroach can live for weeks without its head. Cockroaches can survive decapitation because their bodies have independent nerve centers. They don't rely on their heads for breathing, as they take in air through small openings in their exoskeleton. Eventually, they die from dehydration rather than the loss of their head. There's a lake in Australia that stays bright pink. Lake Hillier in Australia has a permanent pink hue due to high salt concentrations and a specific type of algae. Unlike other pink lakes that change color, Lake Hillier remains pink year-round. Scientists believe its color is harmless and naturally occurring. The Earth has a second, smaller moon. An asteroid called 3753 Cruthen follows an orbit around the Sun that closely mirrors Earth's path. While it's not a true moon, it moves in a way that makes it appear to orbit Earth. This quasi-moon will remain near Earth for thousands of years. The largest living organism is a fungus. A single colony of Armillaria fungus in Oregon covers over 2,400 acres of forest. It's estimated to be around 2,500 years old and continues to grow. Most of its structure exists underground, with only small mushrooms appearing on the surface. The Amazon rainforest creates its own rain. The trees in the Amazon release so much moisture into the air that they help drive the region's rainfall. This process is essential for maintaining the rainforest's climate. Deforestation threatens this natural cycle, leading to reduced rainfall and rising temperatures. A single bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the sun. The core of a lightning bolt can reach temperatures of up to 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This is significantly hotter than the sun's surface, which is around 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The extreme heat is what causes the rapid expansion of air, creating thunder. A pineapple takes about 2 years to grow. Despite their appearance as a fast-growing fruit, pineapples take a long time to mature. Each plant produces only one fruit at a time. This slow growth makes them more labor-intensive to cultivate than many other fruits. The deepest part of the ocean could fit Mount Everest inside it. The Mariana Trench, the deepest place on Earth, is over 36,000 feet deep. If you placed Mount Everest at the bottom, it would still be submerged by over a mile of water. The pressure at this depth is over 1,000 times greater than at sea level. The human nose can detect over 1 trillion smells. Scientists originally believed humans could only distinguish around 10,000 scents. However, recent research suggests our noses are capable of detecting over 1 trillion unique smells. This ability is linked to the complex structure of our olfactory system. The speed of a computer mouse is measured in Mickeys. The term Mickey is a unit of measurement for the movement of a computer mouse. It was coined in the early days of computing to describe how fast a cursor moves. The measurement is still used by some programmers today. The first recorded selfie was taken in 1839. Robert Cornelius, an American photographer, took the first known self-portrait using an early camera. He had to sit still for several minutes while the exposure was processed. His photograph is considered the first selfie in history. Antarctica is the driest place on Earth. Despite being covered in ice, Antarctica has regions that receive almost no precipitation. Some areas, known as dry valleys, have not seen rain for nearly 2 million years. The extreme cold preserves the landscape in a frozen, unchanging state. The Statue of Liberty was originally a dull brown color. When it was first built, the Statue of Liberty had a shiny copper surface. Over time, exposure to the elements caused it to develop the green patina we see today. This change is due to oxidation, similar to how pennies turn green. Every U you see in a mirror is 13 milliseconds in the past. Light takes time to travel, even across short distances. When you look in a mirror, the image you see is slightly delayed. While the difference is only a few milliseconds, it means you never see your real-time reflection. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The world is full of unbelievable facts, and we've only scratched the surface. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing discoveries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible content. What fact shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below.